guys, I'm Dad.
I'm Son, and this is
DadSonDays.
Yeah, the intro wasn't the best, but
No, we tried.
we tried our best. As you can see back behind us, we have a little cube here, and what my dad's holding is a Rubik's Cube. So today's story will be on the Rubik's Cube, which is like pretty cool. So I always like it. This one's a speed cube, so it's not really like the actual Rubik's Cube, but it's a speed cube. Also, if I'm taller than my dad, if it looks like that, I'm on a higher chair than
Yeah,
he
and
is.
your hair's real high too.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's get right into the story.
Well, we were talking earlier, like, who made this cube? Who made the Rubik's Cube? And it was actually a man by the name of Erno Rubik. He was a Hungarian. He still currently is one of the richest Hungarians in the world because he made this cube. And back in the 1980s, it says that between 1980 and 1982, 100 million cubes were sold worldwide. So this man made bazillions of dollars in a short period of time.
Yeah.
And it kind of went out of favor for a while, but it's kind of brought a resurgence since 2008, is that people became interested in the cube again. And it can be very, very frustrating because there's lots of different moves and different layers and how to solve this. There was one 15-year-old teenager who broke the world's record for solving the Rubik's Cube in 5.66 seconds. It was an event held in the World Cube Association. I'm not sure if that still holds. We were going to look that up and see. So when we go to break, we'll see if there's any faster Rubik's Cube players out there. What do you think, Joyce? How fast could you do this?
I mean, it'd probably take me like a few months.
It'd take me several years, so we're not going to be able to solve this. I'm not going to be able to solve this in the time we have. But
yeah.
the cool thing about it is this one, you can move it in all different directions really, really fast. So this is a speed cube. It's an offshoot of the Rubik's Cube, but it has similar colors. The shapes are a little bit different, but it is kind of fun. It flips around and it
Really
goes pretty
quickly.
fast. Why don't you try it?
Yeah. So I learned this method from like one of my friends. So it's like
So I'm going to look up
like
current.
that. But the good thing about this Rubik's Cube is it came with a thing how to do it. So that's pretty cool. So it has all the things, all the algorithms. It's pretty easy to do. So I really like it. Yeah, it's one of the good things.
Let's see what the world's record is now. It's still 5.66 seconds. Amazing. Felix Zemdegs. Let's watch it. See what happens. It's only 5 seconds. No, that's not very long.
Yeah.
So here we go. Yes! Wow. See? That's amazing.
Yeah.
But you got to play it a lot. I mean, if you're going to practice something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do the Rubik's Cube,
Right.
as we've seen.
I mean, you'd have to sit and fiddle with this thing for quite a while, you know, but over time it shows how fast you could really get. 5.66 seconds. You know, that's to get this thing solved. You have to know all the moves and you have to play it all the time.
Yeah.
It's a good lesson in life, you know, if you're going to stick with it. There's lots of tangles and turns and things like that, and so Rubik's Cube can teach you a lot about life too. Patience and how to solve puzzles and how to solve problems.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So, I
Cool
mean,
stuff.
yeah.
So the question one of our viewers asked is why did he develop? Well, he was teaching a class called Form Studies in the early 1970s. The Hungarian architect Erno Rubik had his students slice a large cube of foam horizontally and vertically. He quickly realized that you could rotate the top half relative to the bottom half, and that's where the idea of the cube came from. So he patented it over time, realized, you know, there's always these slices, and then realized you could spin and move them around and make a puzzle out of it, you know. And he's amazed millions of people, frustrated millions of people, obviously, because if you can't get the cube solved, it can rattle your brain. But there's so many people who've played it now. There's different, just like this one, there's different ways to solve it. And you can figure it out even on the YouTube how to do it.
And
maybe
like,
you could have a new world record yourself.
Yeah. The reason they made it though, the reason it's frustrating too, is the reason you can't get it is because if you could get it all the time, then it wouldn't be fun. You would buy it for like $10 at the store, and it would be like, well, you would solve it, mix it up, solve it, mix it up like 3 times, and then you would be like, wow, that's not fun anymore.
Well, it'd be boring if you weren't challenged by it. Then you would, like you said, you would solve it 3 times and throw it away or give it to somebody else. It's no fun. You got to challenge yourself. That's part of the joy of solving puzzles, is especially difficult ones, is that you figure it out and you go pretty fast at it and you realize, well, it wasn't as hard as I thought. You know, it can be frustrating, but don't give up on this. You know, try one yourself.
Yeah,
It's a brain teaser. It works your brain, and young and old, even old people can do it.
Yeah, a lot of smart old people know how to do it.
That's right.
But you're smart, but you need to learn how to do this.
Yeah, I can't do it. That would frustrate me. So
A lot of people don't know how to do it.
And I'm afraid to mess this one up, because see how nice and uniform and well solved this is. Look at that.
Then you look at it, and it's like
See how fast I did it. See, there, it's on.
it looks so nice, and then you're like, oh, they're
I
like.
just hate to mess it up, because
Yeah.
then I would mess my brain up too. That's Rubik's Cubes from I'm Dad.
I'm Son, and
This
this
is
has been
DadSonDays.